Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make these fingerless gloves here. Cute. You know, keep them snug, keep you warm when you're out because it is cold over here in the Midwest. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We are going to use weight 4 yarn. This is Big Twist acrylic, killer deep red, boom. And then we got Red Heart Super Saver yarn in the color black, of course. And yeah, you're gonna need scissors, a darning needle. I'm using a, what is this, 4.25 millimeter hook. You can use a 4.5 hook, that's fine. If you use a bigger hook size, then let you know that your stitches are gonna get bigger. So this is what I'm gonna use for this project. Okay, so yeah, since it's cold, this is a quick little project. This will definitely be like a day project if you want to make something really quick. And this is about like an hour or two long type of project. So yeah, really quick, really easy. So go ahead, watch a movie and, you know, pop some popcorn and make these little gloves for yourself, okay? So yeah, I'm rambling, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, we're going to make a slip knot. And take your hook and pull it through the, or go through the loop. And now we're going to make 32 chains. And yeah, so we're just going to yarn over and pull up a loop and just keep going until you have made 32 chains. Okay, so once you have made 32 chains, now we're going to go to the next part and we're going to make a half double crochet in each stitch all the way down. So since we're going to skip this first one, we're going to go into the second stitch here. So we're going to yarn over, go to the top of the V here, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So that's a half double crochet. So I'm going to do it again. So I just yarned over, pulled up a loop, make sure I have 3 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's what it's looking like. And we're just going to keep going all the way down until we have reached the end of this row. Okay, so I have 2 more stitches left, and then going into this last stitch and pull 3, and then we're going to chain 1 and then flip our work. And this is what it's looking like. And actually you should have the same amount of stitches. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Ooh, hold on a second. Yeah, you should have the same amount of stitches of the same amount of chains that you started with, so 32 stitches. So once you chain 1, flip your work, and now we're going to look at the top of our work here. You see how you have V's going down the line? We are going to place our stitches at the top of the V's here, or the back V's, and that's where we're going to place our half double crochets, because that will give that ribbed look. Yeah, it'll give that ribbed look, okay? So now, once we have chain 1 and we're looking at our work, we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop behind this back stitch here, yarn over and pull through 3. And then we're just going to keep doing that. So look at the top, go under and pull up a loop. And we're just going to go all the way down until we reach the end of this row. Okay, so I'm working my way down the end here. So I got 2 more stitches left. And then last one. Pull through 3, and look at that. So this is your second row here, and we're going to chain 1 and flip our work. And that's pretty much what this pattern is to build the gloves here. So this is really the easy part. I mean, the whole thing is easy, but I'm rambling. Anyways, so just like you just saw me, chain one, turn your work, and then we're just going to do the same thing again. Place a half double crochet in every back stitch that you come across here, and go to the end of the row, turn your work, or chain one, turn your work, and do the same thing over again. And we're gonna keep going. Let me check here. 15, or we're gonna do 15 rows. Or we already have our 2 rows here, and we're working on the 3rd. So keep it going until you have 15 rows total. And I will meet back with you guys once we have made, or once we have built our gloves here. And honestly, ooh, girl, okay. And honestly, you can measure as you go because everyone's hands are different. So if you don't need 15 rows, that's fine. You can do 13, 12, whatever. So yeah, so just go ahead and measure as you go along this project here. So I will meet back with you guys until you have reached 15 rows or whichever amount of rows you need for your hand size. So yeah, okay, BRB. And we are back. I have made my 15 rows of half double crochets in the back stitch, and this is what it's looking like with the ribbed effect. Lovely. I actually have one more stitch to go into, so because you'll see why I'm about to do it, of course. So I just make sure you have 3 loops on the hook, and I'm going to change my colors here because now we're going to work the top part of the gloves and the bottom too. So this is what we finna do. So I'm going to take my black, pull through all 3, and boom, we just changed our colors. And what I normally do whenever I change colors, I tend to chain 1 with both ends so that it doesn't go anywhere. So there you go. So we're going to actually snip off the red, or the main color. And, ooh, I should have left a longer tail. Dang it. Okay. Oops. Make sure you have a longer tail so that you could be able to use it to sew in the ends later. Dang it. Oh, well. Well, moving on. So now that we have that ready to go, we are going to place a single crochet at the edge here. Just go all the way down, and I'll meet you back once we made it to the end of the row. But I'll just show you real quick. And honestly, work into the half double crochets. And also I'm crocheting the end here so I can just snip it off later. So yeah, single crochets. And honestly, just place a single crochet in a spot where you think it will, like, you know, fit the best. And that's what we're doing here. Oops. All right, this is the last time. Okay, put that down and just go down. And honestly, we'll do this. But yeah, just take your time as you go down the row here. And I will meet you guys at the end of your row. Okay, and I got one more. And then boom, bam, bop. There you go. So this is the top row here. And we're just going to chain 1. Oh, snap. Okay, excuse me. Chain 1, flip your work, and just place a single crochet down the line here. And that's all you're doing. So I'm going to meet back with, I'm going to meet back with you guys at the end of this row. And honestly, we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. So yeah, let me take that back. Go down the line, finish this row. Make sure you have 2 rows of single crochets at this end here, and then flip your work, and then do the same thing on the other side using your different color. In this case, it's black for me. So we will meet back once we have both sides lined up. All right, see y'all soon. Okay, so here we are. So I have made 2 single crochets. I have 2 rows of single crochets at the top and the bottom of the gloves here. So now I left a little tail because you want to, when you sew the sides together, you want to match them up with the color that you are, sewing along the lines of. So here, actually let me pull this one. This one I've already done. As you can see, it kind of looks like a fire hydrant. I don't know why, but it's all right. Okay, so anyway, so you see how this looks here. I folded it in half, and so I sewed a certain amount of stitches together. This part, you're gonna have to match it up, with your thumb here. So for this top, I believe I sewed like 7 stitches together and then I stopped. And then I believe for this side, I had to check my notes, I sewed 15 stitches together here. So pretty much that's how I was able to gauge where I should sew my ends together and where I should leave a space for my thumb. Once you have your work laid out like this, place your hand on top and, fold it in half. And you can get stitch markers to, keep everything put together. But when you fold it in half, you see how it's looking and you kind of gauge where your thumb is placed. For me, it's 7 stitches at the top and 15 at the bottom. And then as you keep getting closer and closer, you can still slip your hand through gently so you don't, mess up your work. And you can see, how many more stitches you need to, get closer to your thumb. Because you kind of want to have it a little snug so that your thumb is warm. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work with the black here first. Take your darning needle and I'm going to do the whip stitch to sew these edges together and just go to the top of your stitch here. I know it's black. It's not showing that well, but I'll show you with the red. And I go in the inner V's. Well, actually, make sure that's secure. Yeah. I go in the inner V's here and if I could get it, there we go, and sew them together and do the whip stitch. We're going to do one more. If I can wiggle, okay, there, boom. So now I'm going to take my red. Okay, I have my red. I just threaded through my darning needle. So now I can show you. You could see it better with this color. So I'm going to go through both colors, or both V's are here, and pull through. And we're just literally doing the whip stitch. So you see, this is the chained edge that we started with. So it doesn't look exactly like the top of the stitch that your last row was. And then this, oop, I can't even, okay, let's try this again. We're gonna go under this loop here. You see how it's this is the chained row. We're gonna go under the top loop and then the inner V on the other side here and pull through. Gonna do that again, go under and pull through. So this part, you're gonna have to figure out, what's the best route for you to take for how many stitches you need to match up with your thumb here. So I will meet back once we have sewn the top stitches and the bottom stitches together and we have like a hole here for your thumb. We will meet back once we have at least like a whole space here and I will show you what to do next. Okay, so I wanted to put it on so I can show you how it's looking here. So I'm going to stop sewing it together because this is a good size for me. Once you have finished this, the next part here, we are going to weave in our ends, sew all these ends in, and we will meet back and finish the rest of this thumb here. And then we're done. Cute. Okay. All right, be right back. Okay, so this is what it's looking like after you've sewn all your ends. Now you can be done if you want, but I'm gonna add 2 rows of single crochet just to, make the thumb warm and, you know, just make it look a little cuter, okay? Anyways, so now we're gonna take our black yarn and we're gonna find the hole that we created here. And mind you, this is your outside work is facing you. So we're going to find a stitch, take your color, pull through. And actually this time I'm just going to chain one without both ends because just to not make it thick right here. And I'm just going to crochet along the lines here. And that's what we're going to do. Just place a single crochet in each stitch that you come across. For me, it's about 12 to 13 stitches whenever I crochet the circle here. So yeah, this is what you're going to do, and just take your time. Just find your stitches as you go. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. So now I'm going to do one more row, and I'm going to slip stitch the beginning stitch here, boom, chain one, and now I'm actually going to do one decrease in this row, and just to cinch it up a little bit so it's snug around your thumb. So I'm just going to place a single crochet in the next, let's say, 3 stitches. So I just did 3 single crochets, and now I'm going to do a decrease. So I'm going to pull up a loop and not going to continue, and then I'm going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through all 3. And that is one decrease. And then you're just going to place a single crochet in each stitch after that. Okay, and then now I'm slip stitching, top of the stitch, chain one, set her down, scissors, snip it off, pull through, and now let's go ahead and sew in our ends real quick. Alrighty, we are done. Cute, nice and snug and warm. Okay, so this is the final look, looking really good, looking really cute, nice and snug, easy peasy, really quick project. Honestly, this could take like an hour or 2 of your time, and you got some gloves. Okay, so yeah, this is what it's looking like. You definitely can do any type of colors and mix and match them up and make it really cute. But yeah, you guys, this was really fun to make, and thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all so much. Okay, and yeah, I think that covers it. I will see y'all next time. Okay, bada bing bada boom. I will see you soon. Ooh 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 ooh.